friends, it's Kat from Meow Kapow. A lot of us are still recovering from the incredible experience that was Inktober, and some of us are having trouble coming back from what may be a bit of burnout. I'm here to help! One of the tactics that I like to employ when I want to keep my hands busy but my brain isn't necessarily being cooperative is something I like to call the #Doodlefinder challenge. This exercise is great for all sorts of things, and I particularly use it when I either want to test new papers or paints or a new color palette without being afraid to mess up some great piece, or when I just can't think of something new to do and need to generate some inspiration. A couple of times the things I do in these Doodlefinders have inspired me to further explore something I discovered while making them, which is awesome! I'll even share a small review in the second half of this video since I used some new paints for that part of it. To start, all you need to do is take a pencil, put it on a piece of paper, close your eyes, and scribble. Yep, just scribble. Preferably lightly so you can erase whatever lines you need to, but you do you. This is absolutely just a nonsense project that's supposed to be fun. I recommend scribbling more than you think you need to because more lines helps with the next step. After you've got your big scribbled, look at it. Don't think too hard, just let images come to you. You know how sometimes when you're looking at a wood-grained wall or maybe some chunky concrete with cracks in it or anything else kind of textured, you'll somehow find images in the nonsense? That's what this is. Don't worry about them looking good or clean or even being sensible. This is just about finding shapes, turning them into images, and letting your creativity come naturally. If you want to kick the challenge up a notch ahead of time, you can either give yourself a subject to stay in like all dogs or all people or some sort of theme like that, or you can turn the entire scribble into one singular cohesive image, but that's what I would call super hard mode. Rachel C. Norton Art on Instagram actually did this with their piece, and it turned out pretty cool. Rednecked Crack did one using the same randomized method that I use, and it's also awesome. If you search #Doodlefinder challenge on Instagram, you can see all the pieces we've posted so far. Join us! It's super fun! Just use the #Doodlefinder challenge tag and @Meow Crafts because I'd love to see your work. And if you have a technique you like to use to kickstart your creativity, tell me about it. I'm always looking for new ideas to explore. After you've found all your doodles, you can choose to ink and color them, but it's not a requirement. Treat them however you'd like. Like I said, I often use this technique to test new supplies, so I did a Doodlefinder to test the Prima Marketing Decadent Pies set after I got it. If you've never used Prima Marketing paints before, then you're totally missing out. I think just about everyone that I've seen get one of these sets originally got it because the tin alone is an incredible value, and they assumed the paints wouldn't be any good and they could just toss out the paints and use the tin. Incredibly, Prima's paints are actually lovely to work with. My first set was the Tropical set, and I am absolutely in love with it. Wouldn't dream of tossing out the paints now. With that in mind, I decided to pick up their Decadent Pies set, and just like the Tropical set, their paints re-wet and mix absolutely effortlessly. The pigmentation is fabulous, and there's a slight color shift when they dry, but it's not nearly as bad as some other budget paints like the Winsor Newton Cotman series. For this particular palette, I actually think that the color selection needs a little bit of an adjustment. It desperately needs some sort of red, and no amount of mixing with the available colors could really make a decent substitute. The available colors themselves are actually a really beautiful autumnal variety, and while I didn't use the four metallic colors in this particular piece, they actually are really nice and layer well on top of dark colors, especially. If you add a red of some sort in the middle row, this would make an excellent travel palette for the glorious fall and winter season. Though if you've never gotten a Prima set before, I still absolutely recommend the tropical set as your first. Also, just wanted to mention that there was a giveaway in my last video, and it's still running as of the posting of this one. Check it out before the entry window closes on November 19th of 2017. All the information is down in the doobly-doo, and all the stuff that I used in this video is down there too. Thank you so much for hanging out and looking for meaning in this absolutely meaningless scribble with me. If this at all helped you try out something new, please remember to like and subscribe. Until I see you again, I wish you nothing but peace, love, and an aardvark eating an avocado in Arkansas.